And today we are introducing the Montana, which is basically an evolution of our outdoor handheld range, but also an evolution that delivers functionality whether you're on land, whether you're on the water, whether you're off-road, whether you're on-road. Firstly, in terms of the GPS, you can absolutely guarantee with a Garmin product and with a Montana, you'll quickly get your GPS position. 21 years of experience, we know what the environment demands of our products. We know how people use it, we know how people abuse our products almost. So the Montana, like all of our handhelds, is absolutely rugged and designed for the elements that it's going to be used in. So it's fully waterproof even when it's connected and powered, as you'll see later. The touchscreen is resistive. In plain English, that means you can use it when it's in the rain, you can use it when it's wet, you can use it with gloves, which is obviously vital for the outdoors environment. But the touchscreen isn't just it's kind of the vanity of having a touchscreen. It delivers all of that functionality in a very simple to use way. And the devices, the range, is fully loaded with functionality as you'd expect from any high-end Garmin device. So barometric altimeter, 3D electronic compass, so whatever angle you're holding the device at, you're going to get accurate directional information. Wireless data sharing between the products, that's all on there. And then the 650 and the 650T at the top end of the range come with a 5 megapixel autofocus camera, so you can capture those moments when you're out doing whatever activity it is. The display is dual orientation. It's a 4-inch high resolution display, so it's our biggest display yet on a handheld unit. High resolution, sunlight readable, crystal clear representation of the maps that you see. Automatically flips between landscape and portrait depending on your activity. As usual, we are continually pushing the boundaries of what maps the device is going to be able to display. So we have a dedicated cartography development team based within Garmin Germany, who basically are charged with developing all of the maps for the European region for recreation and outdoor activities. So those guys are talking every single day to tourist agencies, anyone that's going to have data available to source, getting the most accurate data, the most detailed data to put into our maps. That's a given, and they're continuously being improved sort of year by year. Montana is also compatible with satellite imagery and various new raster maps that we're introducing. Now basically in plain English again, that means your traditional Ordnance Survey maps if you're in the UK, IGN maps if you're in France, and compass maps if you're across the Alpine region. We're now also introducing, we have introduced the ability to download customizable areas of those satellite imagery and those raster maps. So you can pick and choose which areas you want to view on the device and download to your device to send it. And the Montana will support all of those mapping capabilities. As you'd expect from a device that's designed to be versatile, the mount options and the way that you can use the device are equally versatile, so that it's comfortable in your hand, whether you're in your car, whether you're in your boat, whether you're on your quad bike, etc. There are mounts designed to support all of those activities. And then the last one, a little bullet that pops up, number 4 on that slide. Probably can't even see it, some of you guys at the back. But it's actually really important. When we're talking about people on road, when we're talking about people on foot, hiking, when we're talking about people on their boat, each of those activities, different data you want to see, different routing preferences you want to set up on the device, different ways of navigating. What a pain it would be if you needed to change every single time you change your activity, if you needed to change all those settings. The Montana basically allows you to set up fully customizable profiles so that whatever activity you do, you get your preferences automatically. So you can say, okay, now I'm walking, I want direct routing, or now I'm in my car, I want it to give me turn-by-turn directions. All of that is very easy to set up, which means that just at a couple of flicks on the screen, as you'll see when you get to use the device, you can change your activity and everything you see changes accordingly. 4-inch high-resolution screen that flip-flops automatically between portrait and landscape. Gives you a great map display, and just at the flick of the unit you get a wide-angle view of your map area, so you can see more I'm not sure what the word is in English, it's going to be towards the side, and obviously ahead of you when you're in portrait mode. You can see more map, and you can see it really, really clearly. As I said before, it's compatible with topographic maps, with new raster map imagery, and also with satellite imagery. The important part there is that whatever maps you download onto your device, we have route planning software that will read those maps, and then you can plan your routes for free on our software. It will just read the maps that you've got on your Montana, and you can then plan your routes for free on our software. So the route planning capability is built in there as well. In some of the detailed topographic maps that we have, the Garmin Germany guys that are developing, the device is even routable on trails. So you get turn by turn the directions as we describe them, but you get them off-road. And on the Montana there's a headphone jack if you want to actually hear those directions. You also get past and future elevation profiling. Now I must confess, this here probably doesn't demonstrate that to its best ability, given that it was my journey home from work from Southampton to just the other side of Brighton on the south coast of Britain. Probably not the most mountainous area in the world, I think it's fair to say. But basically, historically, you'll get your elevation profile of what you've done and the future elevation profile of whatever route or whatever track you're following on the device. You'd also get 3D elevation views of that, just to give you a little bit more contextual information. And another point about the Montana at the bottom there is the flexibility in terms of battery. So it comes with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that gives you 16 hours worth of battery life, or you can use it if you want to with 3 AA batteries and get 20 to 22 hours worth of battery life out of it. So we're still walking, we've still got the device in our hand. We're trying to encourage people to do more with their device as well. So the Montana, as you'd expect, has paperless geocaching capability. Now geocaching, for those guys that don't know the activity, fantastic family activity, a fantastic family day out, particularly in these days when constantly we're bombarded with messages about how kids can't ride bikes anymore, how kids can't swim anymore, how kids are playing on their consoles. Geocaching is a great way of getting kids out, using technology, using the things that they like, but doing it in a fun, outdoors, exploratory kind of way. So the Montana has paperless geocaching. That means that you get all the hints, all the tips, all the descriptions for the geocaches on the device, downloaded direct from your computer. You can wirelessly share them between users. You can send geocaches between users very easily. And obviously, the link between opencaching.com, which is our own geocaching site that we've just launched, works very well. Our goal is to promote geocaching as a free, accessible and simple activity for everybody, which it is. So we're still on foot. The device also has full GPI compatibility, which is basically the detailed waypoint information, so that if you're following a route, you get more information. If you want to have a relevant card to plug in, you get more information about where you're going. So here's an example. Some of the UK guys might recognise it from the Good Pub Guide. Got a list of pubs. Again, Anthony Kamani was talking about lunches yesterday, so I wonder how many of the UK guys have lunched in all these places. You get additional information, detailed content to support where you want to go, and that would apply to trail guides, that would apply to some of our City Explorer city guides, etc. And obviously if you're on foot when you're there, you capture and share those images with using the camera that's in the device. Not sure that's the fat duck in Slough, but it's a nice looking image anyway. So then we go on to road. You see there, flip the device into landscape mode. That's how most people would want to see the information when they're on road. You can use this as your in-car sat-nav and then some. Automatically, when you put it into the automotive mount, all the settings change to the automotive mode. Landscape display, get text-to-speech voice guidance through the speaker in the mount. So you basically use it as your in-car sat-nav and you get dashboard information that you would need for driving in your car on road. So this can be, if you want it to be, your on-road sat-nav as well.